All right. We back another episode. Parallel convo slash no debating, man. I got a special guest with me. Introduce yourself, family.
What up, man? It's Jack, Viral Jack, 10K Jack, Hippie Jesus, all that stuff. Let's go. Glad to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Hippie Jesus. So talk to me about your journey, man. Where you been at? What's up? What's next? What's in store? Introduce yourself to a bunch of people that probably never even seen you rap or anything before. About
Yeah,
that.
for real. Yeah, no, that's have you seen me rap before?
Yes. Come on, the bar god. I see everything. I got
That,
you on the show.
that's
Let's
true. That's
go.
true. That's true. I'm just trying to think because I've been around for a while. I battled on a lot of different SoCal leagues. I started out on From the Gate, Casual Conflicts kind of thing. From the Gate isn't ain't a league anymore, but
I know, but I remember casual conflicts. Damn.
yeah, they're making a comeback slowly but surely. So they're around. And I did a trial battle for them 6 years ago, and just been kind of working my way up since traveling. I battled out at UBR out in Albuquerque a couple times.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Shout out to my man Avenue out there too.
Av, yeah, shout out Av, man. I've actually been working with him on some stuff, putting on some because he does the
Right.
whole AI thing and everything. So he's got
Yeah.
like
I'm working on it too with him. So yeah.
yeah, he's got a crazy mind. So I've just been and then I battle, been out to I battle a couple times. Worked with Lex out there. That was cool. And
Shout out Lex. Shout out
yeah,
Lex.
for real. Shout out to Colt. And then Westworld over here, Riot, CRS. All just different types of leagues. PNR at some point. I've been around.
Been around, man. What was the last joint you did?
It was Westworld. It was against Kamikaze.
Yeah. Kamikaze on his way up too, man. I did
Nice.
not get a chance to peep that one, man. How did that one go?
In my opinion, I took it 2-1. I normally don't leave my battles feeling like I outright won it. I was leaving it up to the people to watch it. But when I left that building, I was like, yeah, I definitely took that 2-1. It went good, man. I think Dev was telling me I got performance of the night for it. So I haven't heard back from him on anything about it. But they all decided on that, so it went really well. And then this is before the viral stuff too. So earlier this summer, just kind of fighting my
What
way
what
through these battles.
what exactly is the viral stuff for those that don't know?
Ah, man, the story's been kind of crazy. It's finally starting to fizzle down a little bit, but so basically, me and shout out my boy Levi from your Ruin Your Day. He helped me out with the clip, and he made a clip of a couple of different ones from different battles, and we put it up. Somebody took it from Instagram, put it on their TikTok, and it blew up on there the first time, and then it got deleted, and all of a sudden it blew up on Instagram. So I'm thinking people were just trying to find it from TikTok and then going over to Instagram, and now it started out 1 million views on TikTok. That dude's TikTok got deleted, and then it went up to 1 million, and now we're at 7.3, I think, almost.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, what exactly are these clips?
So yeah, Levi has like a dope vision for just kind of battle rap in general. I think that's why he's learned a lot from Ruin Your Day. He has his own sort of thing going on, and he approached me and he was like, "Yo, I want to make a a little section of some of your battles just to showcase the bars that are getting said, the things that are getting talked about, because I don't think people are given the just due to listen to it. Like, this shit's fire." And I was like, "Yeah, I bet, let's do it." He took like a special interest in trying to put forward my material more than I could even think about doing. So,
Yeah.
he makes these clips, and he's just got a way of kind of bringing you into it. It feels like you're watching the battle right there. It's kind of cool. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. And we made the joint post on Instagram, and it just blew up.
Talk to me about what describe your rap style. Where'd you get your rap style from? And who are some of your influences?
Rap style, I don't know, man. People say I'm a pen, right? I've always considered myself a writer in general. So I try to take special care of the words I'm saying and how it's crafted, the story I'm telling. That could be anywhere from from Pat Stay to you. Nitty and Twerk are even like two big influences just of how they construct everything. Geechee's even another person. Um, I guess music wise, I know he used to battle too, but Idea was like a big influence that I don't think I've ever really mentioned. But he used to battle, and I used to watch his battles, thinking like this is cool, but his music with the concepts and everything, the way
The
he would.
idea is super incredible. I this is one of the men that I cannot give enough credit to when it came to just the music and the battles.
Yeah,
He was
exactly.
insane.
Out of this world, man. And R.I.P. to him. If he was still around today, I feel like he would be killing it in his own way, just because he has
Absolutely.
a lot to offer. Even going back and listening to it, so definitely him. Um, Shit, I don't know. Biggie was like the first person I ever really listened to on track and stuff. I just liked his flow. So it all kind of just adds up over the years. And then I used to study music back in high school and middle school and some elementary school. So I have like a natural inclination towards, the rhythm and bars and things of that nature. So it all just kind of adds together at the very end to make up whatever you would call my style.
How long you been battle rapping?
Like 6.5 years now. Coming up on 6.5 years.
And where did that start from? Like what was the spark to say, hey, I think I'm finna go do this thing.
I'm gonna try it out. Yeah, so one of the first events I ever went to live was the Bunker, and
Oh, shout out. Yeah. Shout out to the oh man, that's one place I regret not getting a chance to battle at before they stopped doing it.
you would have
But
been crazy on that
I wanted
one,
to be in a bunker,
bro.
man.
Dude.
So you went to a bunker event, right?
Right, and then my brother was way more into battle rap than I was, but he was like, we got to go to this, we got to check it out, and we did, and he met Laughingstock the first time we went, got in touch with Laughingstock, asked him, yo, what do I do to start battling, and he gave some names, he gave some PNR was one of them that they were trying to run one up in or one down in San Diego, and so we ended up going to some events. That I watched him battle at. I just drove him. I wanted to go have a good time. And eventually I was like, I think I need to try this, because, I would be like, I would give him advice, I guess, or just my critiques on things. Like, you should say something like this, or you should do this. And he's like, well, maybe you should do it. And I thought, maybe I should.
just like that, right?
Yeah, maybe I'm
Like
not
you
gonna
up
sit
here
here.
giving me advice on how to battle. You
Yeah,
come do this shit.
who the fuck are you? Exactly, bro. Like I felt that way too. It's not like, we didn't bump heads or anything. I just thought like, oh, you know what? Maybe you're right. So I jumped in, and, my first battle went off way crazier than I expected it to. Everyone wants their battle to go off well, but the reaction, just how comfortable I felt, it all kind of made sense. And then I just kind of kept going with it.
Well, all right. What's the next thing? What's the next step for you? What's next?
That's tough, man. It's been, because this has only been going on, this viral thing, for a month, and had this not happened, I would just be going on to the next battle. But with this happening, people have been in my ear and people have been giving me advice, and my next step has to be at least like ascending. I was saying it before this even happened. I was like, I need to break a ceiling. I need to break through a ceiling. I need to get to that next level. I don't know how or what I'm going to do. And this thing kind of landed in my lap, and I thought, okay, now whatever step I take next, it just has to be bigger and better every time. Even if it's not to people's expectations, because my next battle is it's going to be in November. It's on I Evolve, November 18th, and
Yeah. Shout out to my R&B too. Shout
yeah,
out to R&B.
shout out R&B, shout out Epic, shout out TBG or TGB. I always get it mixed up. Shout out Michael Gasco, man. They're running the thing, and they got me a good opponent for that one, and I think people will be surprised when they see it. He's a West Coast hitter, like big name up there, that kind of thing. So for me, that's a big step. I don't know if it's going to be the biggest step for some people, but I knew that, my next battle, going from main event against Kamikaze, who isn't bad, but isn't where I would consider, if I'm battling 6.5 years at this point, I should be getting these types of opponents like the next one I'm getting.
Right, right. So what can I look forward to on the 18th, man?
Oh,
What exactly do you got planned? Well, you don't got
um,
to give away you don't got to give away the strategy or the game plan, but like,
mhm.
is there something that I should be looking out for, or the fans of you that we should expect, or is it pretty much what we've been getting?
I would argue it's definitely gonna be like it's like a 70-30 split, maybe even a like 65-35 split of you're gonna get the same Jack that like got me to this point. I'm not gonna just get rid of that. But
Right.
there's definitely, especially with all this stuff that just happened, the year I've even had, I've battled psychedelic, battled fate, battled XP, battled kamikaze. Even I would even lump Billy Boondock's name in there just because he was kind of on the tail end of last year. So in the past 6, 7 months, 8 months, I've had some pretty crazy battles to write for.
You did. Yeah, facts.
And I got to show up the same way with this one. So I can't get rid of that. But there's things now that I like, I guess like some comfortability I can have going in there, knowing like kind of like, I don't know, there's something I don't have to do anymore to like prove myself, so I can kind of like flex on them a little bit.
Is this do you okay, what has been your toughest battle to date?
Interesting. I've never been asked that question actually. Oh, shoot. I'd have to think about it. Riding for Billy Boondocks was pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah, Billy's tough, bro. Billy's tough.
He's a tough opponent, man. He's just because he not only can he rap, but he can freestyle an
He
entire
can
round.
freestyle the whole round. Yeah, he could joke. He's entertaining. It's just a lot when you're battling Billy Boondocks. So I know that was
exactly. And like having to approach him with like the content at which I wanted to, because I wanted to be disrespectful, but I also wanted to make sure that I didn't like cross any crazy lines, because I'm known to do that. And some people have told me I held back a little bit, but given that just the situation of how the battle even got brought to light or made or anything like that, that was like one of the tougher ones I had to go into.
What's the best performance that if you could just pick one of your performances and to introduce fans to Jack, what is the one that you say, this is the one you go watch to get to know who I am? Or I'm more confident that this battle is going to make you a fan of me more so than these other ones. So watch this one.
And I don't even want to sound like cliche, but it has to be the Fate one at this point, just because of like what's happened with it and everything. But if we put that one aside, just for that one's sake, I would say me versus Soto is a really good one that would kind of encapsulate that. Or even me,
Soto.
Yeah, me and Soto battled like about 2 years ago almost. It was a good one.
Fire.
Great.
Shout out to Soto. Shout out to Fate.
Shout out to all the people, man.
Yeah, they go hard, man. They go hard. They don't play no games. Shout out to my man Fate, man. He got some good looks coming up on the way too. But so yeah, so you're saying you're trying to break through a ceiling. Okay, what are your plans for next year? How about that? What is some platforms that you want to touch that you haven't touched yet? And name a couple battles that you would like to see yourself in next year.
I've never been on King of the Dot, which is crazy to me.
I know it's like you're a perfect fit, like you've been right there, right?
The whole time, man. And I know, shout out Organic, shout out Goalie, shout out Rigo, man. I've talked to them a couple of times over the years. It's just stars haven't aligned. So King of the Dot is definitely one. People have been telling me that the Blue Room on RBE, which would be crazy to me. That's just different.
Yeah.
I mean, have you been in the Blue Room?
Nah, I haven't been in the Blue Room yet either. It's almost like that's the hot spot right now. That's like where everybody because I remember when the bunker was going crazy. When the bunker was if you was a rapper and you had a pen, if you wanted to feel the real essence of battle rap, then the bunker was for you. Yeah. Right now, I think the Blue Room is that place is like if you go in there, that's where your metal is going to be tested as a battle rap gladiator, where your toughness, your mental resolve, everything is on the line in that blue room. So it's like the highest level of comp right now. That's what it's looking like.
And it's just
You
that
know,
that pit style of battling, as like, you know, that was my first battle ever. Is was in a pit style with like, we were in a tiny t-shirt shop with like probably 40 or 50, I would even argue almost 60 people in that little room, bro. It was crazy. Never felt anything like it. And I've very, like, there's been a couple of times where I've had battles where it's felt that way, and I'm trying to get back to that, you know. I feel
that's
like
my
that's
favorite
the
style of
truest way.
rap. That's my favorite style of battle. Like I've been on the big stages, mid-sized stages. I battled on rooftops, basketball courts, front yards, you name it. It's all on YouTube. You can go watch it. But there's
Illustrious
nothing.
career over here,
Yeah,
man.
there's nothing like that pit. There's nothing like that pit. You really feel like you're in the. It's almost like the Coliseum. It's like
Yeah.
all the crowd is circled around, and they want to see blood. Somebody got to get stabbed right here.
Hmm.
We're it's a close. It's that close. Oh, it's I don't want to use the word the intimate, but it's an intimate feel where
Yeah.
it's like it's a knife fight. I always say the big stage is the shootout from long range. The small room is the knife fight where you got to get up close to do the damage.
Yeah, I feel that. It's like yeah, like, you know, the hold on to the rope. You have the knife right here, and it's just like swinging at him, man.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I see every time, man. That's crazy. And you know, it even more to that. I think it's like, because you have so many people in such a closed space. Like all the, I don't know how much you believe in this, but the frequencies of everybody's like personality and energy and where they're at and everything, it all gets focused right here. It's an intense, yeah. I don't. It's an intense feeling. I don't think you can describe to anybody until they've been in that kind of pit setting. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I think, but if you start there, I think everything else is easy.
Yeah, right. I feel that way too. I've actually had to think about, you know, now just the realistic expectation of maybe being on a big stage one day. Like that terrifies me. Like being in front of even 1,000 people would be terrifying to me.
Really?
Yeah, but I would do it. I mean, it's not like I wouldn't say no, but it just how my style I would have to translate it a whole different way, and that's just something that I've never put my mind into that realm of thinking to be like, all right, this is something I want to do or I'm gonna do, because I never, you know, put myself there. Now it's a possibility, it's a reality even. So
That's the mark. That's the mark of an MC is to make those transformations, those transitions to, okay, I started here in a small room. How do I make my style adjust for this 1,000 people instead of 40 people? You know what I mean? And
yeah,
that it's a challenge, but I mean, if you're gonna be a battle rapper, this is some of the things you just gotta do.
yeah, facts. I'm not like casting the possible or the opportunity aside if it comes my way or anything like that. I'm just saying I've never thought about it. So when it comes, I'm like, all right, this is going to be a new challenge for me, and this is something I'm willing to take on for sure. Because URL would be something I'd love to go on at least once in my life.
Hey, I'm looking forward to any of your major league debuts, man. Whether it's RBE, King of the Dot, URL, but it's definitely on the way.
Appreciate that, man. Hell yeah, it's inevitable, man. I'm hoping so.
Let the people know where they can find you. Any music merch or anything that they should know right now.
Merch is on the way. Working on designs. Working on a logo. Working on music right now. I've had songs in the tuck for a long time. I used to make instrumentals, so I'm figuring out how to get that on all the major streaming platforms. I feel like I just wasn't ready for all this stuff, even though I've had the things kind of in place. But yeah, you could find me on any social media platform at this point. It's all different names though. Instagram, JAQ _, Twitter, Jack CK, Jack with a Q _. TikTok is Hippie Jack. Threads, I think, is just ties to my Instagram. YouTube, Jack versus Facebook, Jack. You know, there's you ain't know no other. I don't know. I'm around, man.
So we got two hippies in battle rap that I know of so far. We got a pretty hippie who battled my man NASA on the rooftop on URL, and then we got you.
Hey, hippie Jesus.
We got
man,
hippie battle rappers. I'm loving it. I love it.
The times have changed. Oh, yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, and it's new and it's accepted. Like I'll accept any style of battle rap, man, as long as you just keep the essence of hip hop going and you got a pen, you nice, you dedicated to the craft. I don't care what your lifestyle is. Like, you know, I'm just a fan. I'm a fan of the rapping, the music. and I definitely want to see more from you, man.
I appreciate that, man. Hell yeah. You know, you definitely will. I'm not going anywhere. Like I always said before this too. It's like I'm going till the wheels fall off. Longevity is like a real thing for me. It's never about the how do I make a quick buck or anything like that. It's how do I
Right,
get to the
right.
top the quickest, because you know that might not be my journey. It seems my journey is, you know, take it a step at a time and let the chips fall where they may, sort of thing.
All right, folks, that's Jack. I am Danny Myers. Yo, Jack, sign me out, man.
It's Danny Myers, bar god. He's too cold. Parallel convos. Check us out, man. Appreciate you guys for having me. Appreciate you for having me too.
Peace.
All right, man.